and to understand that there's people that don't care about you. There's people that are jealous of you. That means they're gonna lie on you. They're gonna celebrate your trial.
Seatbelt. I'm
And you
opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening the
off
door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Cop comes to my window. Cop goes to Bud's window. I know the protocol. Bud said, well, how do you know I was speeding if you don't have radar? Okay? Bud actually have the cop on camera saying I admit that I do not have radar. Bud said, I have a firearm too. The cop on his side went ballistic, totally unhinged. He says, get your hands up, get out the car, don't reach. But there was never a physical gun in sight. Everyone thought we were gonna die, man. He said, no, I don't have it on me, I left everything at home. He had already told them, so there was no reason for him to reach.
Fresh off the biggest win of his career against Canelo Alvarez, Terence "Bud" Crawford's victory celebration took an unexpected turn. Just hours after being honored like a hometown hero, Omaha police confirmed that Crawford was involved in a tense traffic stop early Sunday morning. "I'm not reaching for no gun, bro," Crawford reportedly said during the encounter. What began as a citywide celebration quickly shifted into a moment of high tension, casting a shadow over an otherwise historic weekend.
Reaching for no gun, bro. Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just hours after Terence "Bud" Crawford's historic win over Canelo Alvarez, a citywide celebration in Omaha took a startling turn. Early Sunday morning, Crawford was pulled over in a tense traffic stop that temporarily overshadowed his championship weekend. Step out. Can I move my phone? Yeah, that's crazy. According to the police report, officers spotted a firearm on the driver's side floorboard. For safety reasons, they issued strict commands and ordered all 4 occupants out of the vehicle. Once Crawford's identity was confirmed, police cited him for reckless driving. No arrests were made. Still, it was an unexpected and dramatic twist following what should have been a purely celebratory moment for the boxing icon.
This cop gotta be some hater, bro. He must be hating on Terence "Bud" Crawford. Hopefully, man, Terence "Bud" Crawford didn't have nothing in the system and things of that nature. I know that he was driving when they pulled him over. There's surveillance video out there. Man, why the security wasn't driving anyway? But anyway, man, how could they're gonna do that to Terence "Bud" Crawford, bro? That's wrong.
Just hours after Terence "Bud" Crawford's monumental victory over Canelo Alvarez, a weekend of celebration in Omaha took an unexpected turn. Early Sunday morning, Crawford was pulled over during a tense traffic stop that briefly shook the mood of the city. Step out. Can I move my phone? Yeah, that's crazy. According to police, officers spotted a firearm on the driver's side floorboard and, following protocol, ordered all 4 occupants out of the vehicle with firm commands.
Seatbelt. I'm
And you
opening
can take,
the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening
off
the door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Can I move my phone?
Fresh off the biggest win of his career against Canelo Alvarez, Terence "Bud" Crawford's championship weekend took an unexpected turn. Just hours after being celebrated as a hometown hero in Omaha, Crawford was involved in a tense early morning traffic stop. Step out. Can I move my phone? Yeah, that's crazy. According to the police report, officers spotted a firearm on the driver's side floorboard. For safety, they ordered all 4 occupants out of the vehicle with strict commands. Once Crawford's identity was verified, he was cited for reckless driving, but not arrested. The Omaha Police Department says they're committed to transparency and want every resident, champion or not, to feel safe and respected. Still, it's a wild twist to a historic weekend. Only in boxing do you go from raising championship belts one night to raising your hands in front of police the next.
Because, I was in the moment, so I understood everything that was going on. There was some surprises, I can say that, but, me being in that moment and knowing everything that was going on when it was happening, it was like everything just slowed down to me at that moment.
And just when you think this story couldn't get any more intense, It does. We're now hearing from the man watching Bud's back, his head of security. And let me tell you, what he describes reads like a scene out of a thriller. One moment, Terence Crawford is basking in the glory of his biggest victory, fresh off defeating Canelo Alvarez, the city cheering him like a king. The next? He's got his hands in the air, while an officer yells about a gun that isn't even visible. Imagine that. From holding championship belts, to holding your breath, praying not to make the wrong move. And here's the part that really hits. Bud's security team says they honestly thought they were about to die. That's the kind of pressure no title fight can prepare you for. Cop comes to my window. And from that moment on, everything changed.
Cop comes to my window, cop goes to Bud's window. I know the protocol. Bud said, well, how do you know I was speeding if you don't have radar? Okay? Bud actually have the cop on camera saying I admit that I do not have radar. Bud said, I have a firearm too. The cop on his side went ballistic, totally unhinged. He says, get your hands up, get out the car, don't reach. But there was never a physical gun in sight. Everyone thought we were gonna die, man. He said, no, I don't have it on me, I left everything at home. He had already told them, so there was no reason for him to reach.
This hits hard, because it's a reminder that no matter how untouchable you feel in the ring, outside the ropes, anything can happen. You can be the city's hero 1 minute, and in a life-or-death traffic stop the next. Don't know about you, but hearing that? It put me on edge. Bud just welcomed a newborn. He's got a family. A city behind him. He's at the top of his game, and suddenly, it's flashing lights, raised voices, and chaos. This isn't hype. It's not boxing drama. This is real life, showing up at the worst possible moment. And we're all sitting here thinking, if that can happen to Terence Crawford, the pride of Omaha, the world champion, what does that mean for the rest of us? It's wild, it's serious. And it's a harsh reminder, never underestimate the unexpected.
No matter how prepared you are, no matter how calm you are, if you run into a rogue police officer who wants to escalate, then he's gonna escalate. Be a man who can receive his second key to the city and have a firearm pulled on him by the Omaha Police Department all in the same day. Imagine that. Man, I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives. Oh man, it was terrible.
Just when you think the chaos of Terence Crawford's night couldn't teach us anything more, Tim Bradley steps in with a perspective that hits deeper than expected. Part boxing analysis, part life lesson, and part reality check, Bradley compared Bud's emotional high after defeating Canelo to watching it all come crashing down in an instant. And he's right, no matter how many belts you've earned, how many legends you've beaten, or how loudly the world cheers your name, one unexpected encounter with law enforcement can remind you that the ring and real life follow two very different sets of rules. Imagine it, Crawford silences Canelo in front of millions, becomes the talk of the boxing world, the pride of Omaha, only to be silenced hours later by flashing police lights on a quiet street corner. That kind of shift doesn't feel like sports news, it feels like the opening scene of a gripping documentary. One where the real fight has nothing to do with boxing.
Terence Crawford, it don't matter what you do for your city, man. Bruh, I'm letting you know right now, man. With this incident right here, they waiting on you to do something bad. This dude right here, he was trying to jack you. He was trying to catch you slipping. That's all it was. Seeing you on TV, displayed all on TV, parades shut down and stuff. He gotta be, securing certain points and stuff like that. He mad. He mad to see you be as big as you are.
Tash Crawford, it don't matter what you do for your city, man. That's the raw truth people are feeling right now. One moment, you're being paraded through the streets as a hometown hero. The next, you're face to face with someone just waiting for you to slip up. This dude was trying to jack you, the message goes. He saw you shining on TV, shutting down streets for your parade, and he wasn't having it. This isn't just about a traffic stop. It's about perception, power, control. And Tim Bradley's reflection drove that point home like a punch to the chest. You don't truly own your city unless law enforcement stands with you. That's not just commentary. That's reality. Inside the ropes, Crawford goes toe-to-toe with world champions and walks away with belts. Outside, he's fighting something far less fair, perception, authority, and the kind of moments that strip away the shine from his hard-earned glory. Bradley's words landed heavy because they revealed how fragile the line is between triumph and tension, how even for the most celebrated athletes, real life doesn't always respect the victory lap. success in the ring might earn you respect across the world. But back home, it's a different kind of fight. One where the rules change, and the spotlight doesn't protect you.
I swear, man, like, when things are going too damn good, man, something always gotta ruin it, man. In his city, let him know. Let him know. With this pullover, this was authorized. Think about that. Authorized to pull him over. That you ain't gonna never be bigger than us. That's what the cops send a message. I don't care what anybody say. The cops send a message. This our city. You might got the key, but I got the handcuffs. That's what that was. Yeah.
From the tension with law enforcement to the calm after the storm, there stands the man himself, Bud Crawford, speaking at his victory parade. And I don't know about you, but hearing him talk about giving back to Omaha, that hits harder than a power shot in the 12th round. This isn't post-fight banter. This isn't just about belts and knockouts. This is legacy. This is leadership. This is a champion thinking beyond the ring. Crawford could have stood up there and soaked in the spotlight, and no one would have blamed him. But instead, he talked about the next generation. About inspiring kids. About building up his city. I'm sitting here thinking, this guy just beat one of the biggest names in boxing. And the first thing on his mind is Omaha. That's vision, that's perspective, that's what being a real-life superhero looks like. No cape required.
We made it to the top. No matter how we made it, you know, and, you know, it's definitely a test to say that anything is possible if you know, work hard at it and you believe in yourself and you have the faith to keep going no matter what the obstacles is put in front of you, and you can achieve anything. So, yeah.
Here's the kicker. While most fighters are out celebrating after a win, popping champagne and soaking up the moment, Bud Crawford is different. He's reflecting on the grind, the discipline, the unwavering faith it took to get here. He's not just showing us how to win, he's teaching us what it means to prepare, to stay composed, to respect every step, every opponent, every move, because nothing's guaranteed. And let's not ignore the subtle flex. I just beat Canelo, the face of boxing, on my terms. But don't get it twisted. I'm not done. I'm still locked in. Still chasing more. That kind of mindset? That's why legends stay legends. Bud Crawford isn't just a fighter, he's the blueprint.
Preparation is everything. You know, if you prepare to the best of your abilities, you know, great things is gonna come from that. You know, I always say hard work beat talent when talent don't work hard. So if you talented, you know, without the work ethic, you know, somebody can outwork you that want it more. You know, so you gotta have everything all in sync. You know, you gotta work hard, especially when you're at the top, because everybody gunning for you.
And just when you thought we'd seen every angle of Bud Crawford, celebrating in Omaha, mentoring kids, brushing off the Canelo hype boom, here comes the mastermind behind it all. Coach Bomac, dropping truth bombs like it's nothing. Hearing B-Mac say Crawford still got 2, maybe 3 fights left? That's like a Marvel post-credits scene. You know something wild is coming, you just don't know what. Then he casually hints at a move to 160 pounds? Come on. That's like teasing a sequel that's bigger, badder, and way more unpredictable. I don't even know if I'm hyped or terrified. Probably both. Because if Crawford just walked through Canelo like it was light work, what happens when he steps into uncharted territory? All I know is, my popcorn's ready.
Yeah, take away the right hand. Your left hand to be travel a shorter distance than his right hand. But his right hand got to come across your body. The left hand, your left hand goes straight down the pipe. Real easy.
Was there anything that surprised you about the fight? No.
In my speech I did up there, I said, yeah, exactly everything that we worked on in camp, he did it. Punch selection, catch and release, everything.
But here's the real kicker. Bomac isn't just out here hyping fights. He's breaking down the blueprint. Strategy. Discipline. The why behind Bud's dominance. He's giving us the full download. From training camp steps to punch selection, catch and release tactics, all of it. Basically, a masterclass in boxing without the boring PowerPoint slides. And I don't know about you, but I'm sitting here thinking, This is why legends aren't born, they're built. Tested. Sharpened. Fine-tuned to perfection. And the subtle flex? It's loud if you're listening. Yeah, Bud's done it all. But he's still got gas in the tank. That's like reaching the end of a thriller, and realizing the twist hasn't even hit yet. You can't sleep on Bud Crawford. He's the kind of fighter who makes you respect the game. The grind. And let's be real, your own popcorn budget.